Hey, and welcome to Dario's Watch Club. And today I repaired a watch, and I'm encouraging you to repair watches yourself. Why would you do that? I don't know. It's a cool thing to be able to solve a problem, and I think mostly men will watch this, and it's good if men are able to understand the problem and fix the problem and restore balance, beauty, health, order. So it runs deeper than just repairing a watch. And I will talk about my setup and this watch here. So this watch is Fossil Speedway. It was gifted to me when I was young. And I don't know, maybe 11, 15, 16. I'm now 38. And so this watch for a long time didn't work. Let me take it off. And I just kept it in this Fossil box. And it was way too big. I mean, the band was too big. Somehow I made a crash diet somehow because I was pretty skinny fat, and I guess I lost size on my wrist. It's now 6-inch, but it varies, let's say from 6 to 7. The past few years I couldn't work out the way I wanted to work out due to Corona. I didn't get myself vaccinated, and so I couldn't go to the gym. I worked out at home, but then my collarbone was broken due to a bike incident twice, so no training for me. Let's talk about this Fossil. So, what did I have to do? What happened to this one? Somehow this second hand here got loose, probably like 10 years ago, and it stuck itself between the big second hand and the clock. And as you can see, this small fellow down here tells you the seconds. So the big one is a stopwatch. I could show you, and it didn't work. So first, what was to do? First, I needed to know what battery fits in this guitar, I wanted to say, in this watch. And it was really funny because it was hard to Google. This exact watch was hard to find. There were a lot of Fossil Speedways, but not exactly this one. So I was told that there fits a Renata 371, and then I was thinking, okay, let's get 371. But then I thought to myself, well, let's wait and let's open this bad boy up before I order something, and then it's a different battery. So we will come to that in a second. And then I was looking at it, how do I open this up? And I was told you need certain tools to unscrew this case back, and it's better to take off the bracelet before you do that. So I got myself some tools from Amazon or eBay. This is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It's really amazing. Just $10, and it has everything you need. Spring bars, this tool here to push in the links on the bracelet, then the small hammer, really, really comfortable. Then number 11 to get off the cases. As you can see, like this Casio, I think, I don't know, where does it have it? At a certain point, I see that you can just put in the clasp and open it up. And I will review this soon. It's a pretty decent watch. So I got myself the tools. And then once the tools came, I opened up the bracelet. And I opened up the case back. And you need a tool like this. And then you fit in whatever you need, and then you unscrew this counterclockwise in this direction, because like all the knowledge I'm dropping to you, you can definitely find by I'm giving you the full video. So I unlocked the watch. I should have recorded the process, but I was just thinking. And then once I opened the watch, guess what? It was not a 371. It was a Renata 395. So order your batteries after you unscrew the back. And then I unscrewed it. At that moment, I ordered the batteries, and the batteries were now coming. So what's the next thing? One small hand, as you can see here. I have it. Wait a second. Let me show you. Can you see this small thing here? Can you see it? Like you see this? This was up here, and it came loose, and it caught itself between a bunch between the big one and the smaller ones, and it warped the bigger one, and it warped it so much that it just blocked, and at that point I stopped wearing the watch, and then the battery ran out. So I needed to get to the movement. So I unscrewed the back, and I was pretty much every step along the way, I was just Googling, and I didn't know that the crown and the stern, how even the terms were. But I started with a goal in mind to just make the watch work again, and then along the process I figured out what I needed to do. And so I unscrewed the back, I put out the plastic ring with this one, and everybody said, oh, be careful, but I went in with my hands, pretty clean hands, and as careful as I could, but I didn't overdo it. And getting the battery out was kind of hard, but again, I watched a YouTube video, got out the battery, put one in, and as soon as I put in the battery, it started working again. So it was alive. And that was a good moment. Then I took out the battery, and then I wanted to fix the hands on this watch. And let me see, what did I do then? I couldn't get out the crown. You need to get out the crown, and at that moment in time, it looks like this. And I was checking, how do I get it out? I was just trying to pull out the crown, but it didn't go. And then it was clear I would break it. It doesn't work. Something I need to know. And then I typed into YouTube, and then they said, okay, you have to push down somewhere, and then the crown will come out. And then I found a hole that looked like this, like right here, and I pushed in, but nothing happened. And I pushed in, and nothing happened. And every video just said, push into this hole very gently and pull out the crown. Nothing happened. And then somehow, through a miracle, I found this guy, Peter J. And he told me, this is for a Casio, but I had the exact same movement in my hand. Like every video I was watching, it didn't look like this. It looked different. And now, this is from a Casio, but my movement looked exactly like this. The battery was here, like everything looked the same, like these 3 points. And so I knew, okay, this is the video. And this guy gave me then the crucial information that this crown needs to sit not totally pulled out. I think that's where you can, adjust the clock. Then at the second or mid position, you can adjust the date, and then the crown is all pushed in. And he said it won't come out if you're pushing it all the way out or all the way in. It must sit in that middle position. So I put my crown, this thing, in the middle position. I pushed down into this hole, and it came out smoothly. And then it was free. I pulled it out, and I had a pretty good look just on this blue thing, and I tried to pull out the big second hand, but it wasn't working. And so with this tool I tried to you cannot see it now, but I just tried to get it as straight as I could. As you can see, it's pretty crooked, but it doesn't matter. It does work. Let's demonstrate. Like, look, it works. But as you can see, it's bent and it's broken, and yeah, it's kind of like me, but it's still moving, and it's moving fine. But this was pretty bent, and it still is, but I pulled it upwards so that it can work again. And as you can see, then it puts it back on this position again. And maybe I have to go in again and yeah, adjust it or put it in the right place. And then this hand I tried to put in, but it didn't work, so I left it out, because this thing was the thing that disrupted all this ecosystem. And yeah, and then I was happy. I put it back in. I put the crown back in. I put the battery in. I screwed the case back again in, and then it was a bit like, it wasn't very comfortable. I had to remove a couple of links. Wait a second. And then I did put it on, and it was pretty tight. It was too tight. Then I put in a link again. I have spare links, but then it was too loose, and I was thinking, man, all this work, and now I cannot wear it. And then I found another video, and that video reminded me that you can adjust it here. As you can see, wait a second, let me take it off again. I did put it just in a different position, and as you can see, it was, where is it? Here. It was here in a tighter position, more inwards, and I pulled it one out into this side, and now it fits perfectly. So yeah, I don't know, maybe you know already everything I said, but yeah, that was the journey from not working to encountering countless issues, to then pushing through every issue and finally putting it on the hand. It was then too tight, and then to realizing I had another option, a really tiny one. I took it, and now it works, it fits, it's beautiful, and yeah, I have a working watch, and it was tons of fun repairing this. I have an older Swatch. Maybe I'm gonna repair this one too, but I have to find the case back and the right battery, and maybe I did some damage on it, added, and we'll see. Maybe, or I will sell it on eBay. But I switched from collecting and buying to kind of repairing, restoring, and I have to say, somehow I'm in love with watches. See ya.